We were set to have playoff baseball, but that rain just wouldn't let up tonight. The FM Redhawks saw their next playoff game against Chicago postponed due to inclement weather. These two teams are going to try again tomorrow. The series is still tied at 1 win each. First pitch is scheduled for tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. All the other games in the series have been moved back a day to make up for this, so Game 4 will now be held on Wednesday. Some stunning news this afternoon. The Moorhead Spuds were originally scheduled to host Bemidji in a conference battle this weekend, but now they're going to have to wait before seeing the field again. Bemidji was forced to forfeit due to COVID-19 issues on the team. Head coach Kevin Feeney learned that unfortunate news just minutes before his team started practice today. He was told that the Lumberjacks would not be able to take the field a team this week. What his team does now is the big question. While delayed or canceled events have become the norm during the pandemic, this will be the first time this season that one of their games have been affected.
You know, unfortunately, the world we live in right now, that this has become not uncommon. And yeah, it's uncommon this year, but this group of kids that went through it all last year too. So it's really unfortunate. I feel bad for the kids and I feel bad for the community. It was a home game for us, and we're excited to get a chance to play Bemidji. They're a great football program, and it's been a great rivalry.
Bison football team coming off of a dominant performance this weekend. The Bison blanking Valparaiso 64-0. Now, while those 64 points definitely jump off the stat sheet, it's the Bison defense that was truly dominant. The first half really set the tone, with the Bison only allowing 91 total yards in that opening half. 3 of their first 4 drives ended with single-digit yard totals or even in the negative. Head coach Matt Entz tells us that it wasn't just the first half that was important to shut them down, and says the shutout was just as important when the Bison brought in their backups.
It was important at the end of the game to get the shutout, and you could hear the talk, you could hear the players on the sideline, the starters encouraging the younger players or the backups to get out there and maintain that zero. That's something that doesn't happen very often in college athletics or in college football, and so for those guys to be able to maintain that shutout was critical.
Guys, the Bison are going to hit the road for the first time this season. Next, they're going to be in Towson this weekend.
They beat up on a patsy.
That's one way to put it. But it was an ugly game to watch, for sure.
Yeah, it was. And all respect to our colleague Nathan, who's a Valparaiso.
Of course.
Right.
All of that.
All right, thank you, sir.
Still to come, just